Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a brief overview and review of Ghost Love Candy 2 by 25th Century Games. So this is a redo of an original Ghost Love Candy, but this one is the second edition of that game, basically.
Which I think it adds more stuff.
Yeah, it adds more ghosts, I think, and stuff. So I'm going to show you first all the components really quick. It's pretty cool. You can have up to 6 players on this game, but you have tons of, all the cards underneath are basically the same as far as they're 1 through 9, number 1 through 9. They have different pictures on them because they're depicting the ghost you choose. But you have 12 different ghost decks to choose from. Each player chooses a deck. In a 2-player game, each player chooses 2 decks. So whichever one you think's the coolest, you would just, in a 2-player game, choose 2 of them. And then the rest are out of the game. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they're all numbered 1 through 9. This one's Greydor, that's his name. This one's Toppington. So it just has their picture and the numbers on the back. It's played over 9 rounds. And what you're going to be doing is each player will secretly pick one of their numbers out of each. If you're a 2-player game, you pick one out of each deck, and you want to pay attention to the kids here. You're scaring the kids, and if your number adds up to or exceeds, you're going to be putting your cards under here, under each kid, to haunt them. If the tally of the cards underneath a kid equal or exceed the number on the kid, whoever played the card last scared him or her, and it goes in their stash. Most of them you scare, it's a -2 against your score. But some of them can be positive depending on if you have another card in your stash or if you don't have another card in your stash, or they can reverse the junk. There's candy and junk. Let me find it. Like the junk is negative. So a spider is -1. There's a toothbrush. I think that's -1.
Now there are cards that will accept. It will be positive. Like if you got a toothbrush, it'll be 3 points.
Yeah, I think it's the dentist. Yeah. It makes them, wasn't it positive plus positive 3 or 3 points each?
Well, no. I had a toothpaste, which was, ketchup packet, which was, it was from -1 or 2 to, it was a positive 3. Yeah, there's a bunch of different kids. There's a whole stack, and they can reverse those negative. Yeah, and then there's a card that also, because normally it's the highest number, it reverses it where the first player is the lowest number. Yeah, because we're going to be revealing our cards at the same time, right? Normally the default is whoever has the highest number gets to place it first under one of these kids. First round, you're not going to have these candies on top, but at the beginning of each additional round, you're going to be drawing a candy from the bag and adding it to the top of the kids. If they already have a candy, you just place another. If you happen to pull out junk, you leave the junk and you put a piece of candy on there. You keep pulling it until you've added an additional candy. Sometimes you'll be pulling a few junk. And I think you do start with a few discards or discarded treats, I believe, like 3, because there's cards that have you take from the discarded treats to give. So you're going to want to pay attention to what these kids do. So like for instance, Supervillain, if he's in the neighborhood, this is considered a neighborhood. At the end of the game, all players must discard all of their full-size candy. So I don't know what they mean by full-size candy, but you will start out the game face down with, it looks like a player aid, but on the other side, every player has different values to the candies, and you want to keep that hidden. Pretty much which one they prefer.
So for me, if I had this card, if I got candy corns, they're worth 5 points, but candy corn for him is only worth 1 point. Chocolate for him is worth 5. Chocolate for me is worth 1. licorice is worth 0, peppermint. So they don't know which candy is more valuable to you because you're going to be switching, giving and taking candies throughout the game from each other. So you'll kind of want to see if what they're taking more of and see if maybe that's more valuable to them. But this one is, if the raccoon is still in the neighborhood at the end of the round, all players must place a treat on the raccoon from their stash. So all these kids do something different.
And like I said, this one is similar to the ketchup and the toothpaste. Mm-hmm. Each rock in your stash is worth 3 points instead of 1.
Yeah, so I think there's 3 cards that manipulate the 3 types of trash, and they make them worth 3 points each instead of -1. The astronaut, you may swap the position of any 2 kids and their treats in the neighborhood. Do not move them, the ghosts haunting them. So when you place your card under these, you're going to activate whatever it says, unless it's something that's round end, game end, or whatever. And you take the candy or junk, whatever, is on top of them. So since this is the same score, I have to take Web Dude and put him in my stash. And he's worth -2 at the end of the game for me. And then these cards, they're done. One and done. You're going to keep playing your cards until go round, and at the end of each round, you do replenish those right away. You're going to be putting more candy on top. You do the same thing. Both of you pick a card, show it based on what. If it's none of these manipulate. If it's high or lowest card goes first. The highest card goes first, and you just keep playing them on each kid, resolving it. If it's something that's immediate, take the candy, and you just keep going through 9 rounds. Or until everyone's out of cards. There's 9 cards, so you're going to be out of cards at the end of that 9th round. Then you just add up your points. You add up the negatives or positives on the bottom of the kids. You add up your candies. You're going to have a big stash of candy by the end of those rounds. You add up all your candies. You will have bonuses. Probably you'll be...
There's tokens also that have 5 points.
Yeah, there's +5 point tokens. Just drop that one.
No, I can't do that.
Let's see. Not having luck pulling out the ones I'm looking for. Right here. If you get those, they're just worth 5 points each. They're not on your card at all. So there's a lot of treats in this bag. So it's a pretty fast-paced game, too. It's 9 rounds, sounds like a lot, but you're going pretty fast picking... the only downtime is when everyone's kind of reading what the kids do, but that's not that long, really. So, what did you think of this game?
I think I really like the illustration. It's really cool, very thematic. Card quality could be a little bit better. So I like the tokens and stuff like that. The cards are these cards are carrot-sized cards. The others are kind of standard-sized cards. I really like the little pouch that comes with it to pick the tokens. So good components, pretty standard. Mechanics, I really like the mechanics of this game. Kind of reminds me of some of the other games we play that are Halloween themed. But it's really cool. We enjoy them. So kind of point salad type games with the tokens, the cards, and then also the bonus tokens. So different things you can do. Very simplistic to teach and learn. So replayability, high replayability, takes 5 minutes to set up. It's not a long game. Probably took, 30, 40 minutes?
I don't even think it took that long, did it?
I think it did, 9 rounds.
Oh, it went pretty fast. I didn't notice.
But she was drinking wine. So pretty fast game. 30, 40 minutes. It's quite a fast game compared to a lot of the games we have that take an hour, 2, 3, 4. So pretty fast game. So overall total, I'm giving this a 8 out of 10. I really like this game. I love the theme. The illustrations are really cool. So truly highly recommend this, especially for kids, Halloween gaming, or just regular gaming. It's kind of like a filler game, 30, 40 minutes. So highly recommend.
Yeah, we did play this as a 2-player game, but we are going to play it again on our next family game night.
Yeah.
And have
Tomorrow.
Quentin play with us. because it would be more fun, I believe, with the 3 players, especially with Quentin. He's fun on these type games because he's hard to beat, and he makes these type games way more fun. So we're going to play it with him, and I know it would be even more fun. But Anthony and I had fun playing this game. I do like it that it does have the point salad aspects to it, which if it didn't, it wouldn't be that fun of a game otherwise. So, and the fact that it does have a little bit of take that, you are stealing candies and giving candies.
Cards.
Or giving.
You stole my card.
Yeah, I did steal one of his cards that helped my toothbrushes be worth 3 instead of -1. So there is quite a bit of take that in this game, which makes it more fun for us as well. There's a lot of kid cards, so it would be a lot of variety each time you play. I like the fact that there's so many different ghost decks to choose from. I like the artwork. It's really cute. Yeah. The cards are a little flimsy. But I haven't looked up how much this game costs. I'm sure it's a very inexpensive game, so it doesn't really need to be like top-notch components because it is more of a lighthearted Halloween themed game. And I do like the fact that they made the little pouch look like a pumpkin. So we kind of missed the mark. We didn't do this before Halloween, but it'll be here for next Halloween.
I was recovering from surgery, so we had kind of like a month and a half off.
Right. But so I would give this game an 8, and I know that it will definitely make it to our table again, and we will be playing it soon with Quentin. He will love this game. Once he gives it a chance and plays it, he will love this game.
Oh yeah, he'll love it.
Yeah, and it will be so much fun with him because he's really fun to play games like this with.
Especially Take That. He loves Take That.
He is hard to beat.
Yeah. Point salad and Take That, you combine those two, yeah.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of laughing in this game, but I would highly recommend this one if you like, fun, quick little card games, if you don't mind the Take That. And quick game. It's quick to set up, easy to learn, and just like 30, 40 minutes. I don't feel like it did go by fast because we were having fun, so I didn't really know. I was not drunk. You stop. I had 1 glass of wine. So
after several from cooking.
But we had a lot of fun playing this. So we will put the link in the description if you want to check this game out for yourself. Definitely a great game if you like to play themed games around the holidays. It'd be a great one to have on hand for the next Halloween season if you want to play during Halloween season. We have a few Halloween games.
We have a lot now.
Yeah. So we'll have to do a video of best Halloween games sometimes.
And there are some amazing ones. This is one that's really good, but there are some like...
there's that one where you go around the neighborhoods.
Yeah, this kind of almost has the same feeling.
But different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... like I said, we'll put the link in the description. Please give this video a like. Feel free to leave a comment or question. If you're already subscribed, thank you for supporting us. If you're not subscribed, we hope you will after watching this video. Thank you again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.